What's up guys, 915 Mang here. Picked up an SC AQUARIUM 45-gallon cube tank. Came with everything, complete system. From the overflow to the sump to the tank itself and then the stand return pump. Only thing I do need was an extra power head and of course the lights. As you can see, the packaging came out great. Came with everything inside one box, and the second box was just your cabinet. The skimmer was in here, the sump is in here, all the fitting and plumbing is in here, to include the hoses and the bulkheads. So it's really nicely packaged. The stand, I will tell you, was kind of difficult to put together. There's the instructions. There's a little bit more instructions on the inside, but what I ended up doing was just use the box to kind of help set up the stand. It's all MDF. You put those in there, your screws lock into place, and you just turn the nut. I was pretty surprised on how well the stand held up. It is solid afterwards when you're done. I hope this video helps you out. That's what I mean by I used the box to hold everything up because I did everything by myself. You do have to have a little bit of knowledge on how to put this tank together, but if you know kind of the basics, you'll be just fine. Came with everything and to include the bulkheads. It's a dorsal standpipe, and everything else is just going to be through the tubing. No hard plumbing for me. I'm just going to use the exact tubing. I didn't glue this piece in. I just pushed it in, and so that way I can take it out if I need to replace it later on. I did use some basic tools, some vice grips, and a crescent wrench. In case you haven't installed a bulkhead, the rubber washer goes on the inside of the tank, and then the plastic gas nut goes on the bottom. You do want to do a couple extra turns to tighten it, but not too tight, otherwise you could break your bulkhead. I decided to add a ball valve to my tank. The reason why I did that, it's going to go to my return pump. The return pump that it comes with is pretty large, so if I restrict it a little bit, the drain is not so loud, and it's actually pretty quiet. The size that I went with is the 3/4 inch, and it's just my preference. The reason I did that is also to keep my flow in my sump really slow. I like low flow in my sump and then high flow inside the tank. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of the tank, the filtration. It did come with some bio balls. It came with the ceramic rings. I have that stuff sitting in my 120, so once I get this tank going, I'll just move it over. One thing that I did do wrong, I put the skimmer in the smaller section. You actually want to just put your return pump out in the smaller section, so I'm going to end up pulling out my sump and fixing that later on. Another thing that I'm going to do is add some under cabinet lighting, some low profile LED strips. I got this idea from D from Brooklyn from watching his YouTube channel. Go check him out. It's just going to add me some better lighting underneath. I may go with some red, green, blues, the ones that you can change to different colors. As far as flow, it's going to be handled by my MP40. And as you can see, there's a single dorsal and then one line for the return pumps. So it's looking pretty good. My auto top off, I'm going to have it top off right here into there. And there's the lock line. Pretty much plenty of surface flow. Well guys, that's it for this update. Stay tuned for more. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think of my new tank. Really enjoying this SCA aquarium. And thanks for watching guys. Take care.